example ontology. So our program is stored in a particular structure, and it was run using the it was implemented with Python.
Okay.
Okay, we have several pieces of codes. Yeah, we have codes called utility, another code called concept discovery. This is a software.
Okay.
Okay, so to run the program, I'll show you first of all some important search term. So for instance, I'm interested in smoking. Yeah, and there are lots of codes that come in smoking. The coding table you've seen just now.
Yeah.
Right. So smoking can be defined by smoking, smoke, maybe nicotine, tobacco, and so I'm looking for the code list that contains smoking.
Okay.
Okay. Likewise, I can look for exercise like physical exercise. So I'm gonna save this bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is a hashtag here. This is the program tag a concept, and the concept always begin with a hashtag.
Okay.
Okay. And then double hashtag means negative concept. They are not related to smoking, but happens to contain the keyword smoking, any of the keywords here.
Yeah.
So as exercise, yeah. So the way we run the query is we go to the directory. In this case, is this is on GitHub, so I'm running off the Git repository, and the Git name is clinical code modeling, and then the program is called Python and the code here. So in this directory, I've got two directory, which is actually two programs.
Oh, okay.
But we are only interested in the concept discovery.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a script to run the program, which is Python 3 to run the Python program, and then take this program.
Yeah.
And then take the concept here, smoking.
Yeah.
smoking, and then output the directory called working in the temporary directory.
Okay.
So if, are you familiar with
yeah, I worked on a
Python?
Unix server, so I'm a bit aware of this commands and all. Yeah.
So at the moment there's nothing there, but the text file we've been looking at is search term and then smoking.txt, so it's there. So if you type the concept, you see the table we want. Okay, print the content of the file. Okay, that's what it does. So that's output, which is the file we are working here, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and execute with the command line, which is here. And then pass it to the prompt. Directory not empty. So maybe let's delete the directory. Run the program again. Right, the program is run now, and there should be some output in the folder. So we can use Explorer to bring out the the output. So it is in the working directory, and the temp file, and there's some output here. So now let's look at the output. Okay, so I'm not sure whether this is an updated one. I'm gonna print it one more time. Yeah. Reload the file. Okay, so smoking come with tobacco. Okay, so obviously, although this keyword has tobacco here,
which are related to smoking,
but foreman tobacco processor. So this guy works as a processes tobacco. So he may smells tobacco, but whether he's smoking or not, I'm not so sure.
Okay.
He's a foreman involving in factory developing tobacco.
Okay.
So there are concepts like this, and we're not sure whether it means the subject is smoking or not. Okay. Never smoke tobacco. Obviously, this is not smoke. Try to give up smoking. So he emitted tobacco, cons untrue. So there's a question mark there. So there are interesting concept that doesn't really say whether it's tobacco or not. Okay.
Okay.
We recently stopped smoking, so you can see pipe tobacco consumption. So that might be the level consumption.
Yeah.
So 137. So you see there's a 1371. This is a 5-byte records. It has a structure of 137. So anything from 137 onwards is related to tobacco and smoking.
Yeah.
And 13WF, family smoking history. So the family smoke.
Oh, okay.
But does it mean that the patient smoke? I'm not so sure about that.
Not so sure about
okay.
that. Yeah.
So there are concepts that key. So pure keywords. So maternal tobacco abuse, again, that's maybe more related to baby.
Yeah.
Because the mother smokes.
Mother smokes, yeah.
Okay. Nicotine replacement therapy. So there might be e-cigarette kind of things going on here.
Yeah, okay.
So, so and then there are certain things that we don't necessarily expert in this area. So viral decline, smoking cessation therapy decline. So I'm not sure whether this what this means, but it's always good to Google and find the concept about smoking. But you can see that simple smoking concept comes up to be quite complicated.
Yeah.
So you cannot just simply ask whether the patient smokes or not.
Yeah.
Just based on those. And also not all the concepts are actually used in smoking.
Yeah.
On its own.
Some recently stopped smoking or
so
related to their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then there are exercise, because the keyword, the next concept is started with hash, remember?
Yeah.
So in the hash we have exercise.
Exercise, yeah.
And then there's the exercise or smoking.
And physical exercise, yeah.
So this was the keywords I introduced.
Yeah.
And you can see that it says avoids even trivial exercise. So somebody that is, so the keyword exercise appearing many times.
Yeah.
And then I also have physical exercise as part of it. So what happens is that the program will go on and find physical and exercise as two different keywords, and then harvest it.
Yeah.
So if you look for physical, what is the words that come out? So physical and exercise must appear together.
Yeah.
So if I look for physical activity target minimum exercise, so physical exercise, and then they are separated by this, you see?
Yeah.
So we have developed a very complex algorithm software to make it a lot easier to navigate through this process.
Okay.
So, however, this is a keyword-based search method.
Yeah.
A keyword-based search-based method needs to be verified by human.
Yeah.
And so now remember that the clinical coding systems we developed, there's a patient ID and there's a clinical codes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't worked with the data yet.
Yes.
We just now look at the keywords and then look for concepts we need. Typically, there are 3 types of concepts we need related to lifestyle. So my recommendation is for you to work with lifestyle such as smoking, drinking, and exercise.
Yeah.
So again, drinking has to deal with alcohol consumption. So what would you do when you type drinking? You can look at drinking. Yeah. So now we create a new hashtag called drinking.
Yes,
drinking. So what do you think is?
So it will be something like alcohol.
Alcohol.
Then beer, probably.
Beer, yeah, beer maybe.
Yeah.
So the other things is, if you are running out of idea, you can always go back and look at the under the hood of the program. There is a data file.
Okay. And
then there's this coding, which essentially contains all the things here. So this is the entire dictionary.
Oh, okay.
Entire dictionary. This is the
it's like
dictionary.
A glossary of...
Glossary.
Yeah.
It contains all the codes where the program operates. And this was the latest one. Okay?
Oh, okay, cool.
So if you look at, say, alcohol, then alcoholism, that's a good thing. You said beer, and said beer is there. Or drinking beer is there. So that happens to be in a 136, yeah?
Yeah.
So in fact, 136 has to do with alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
And then teetotaler is actually not alcohol, but it hasn't contained the word alcohol, so you might want to have that as well.
Yeah.
Heavy drinker, so you want to have the keyword as drinker.
Yeah.
So then you come back and, okay, this is what you think you want to target as concept. Beer, teetotaler. So the software works with small uppercase or lowercase, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then you go back and find the concept here. Okay, look at alcohol is there. Alcohol is there. Drinker, drinker is a keyword we want. Yeah,
drinker.
So drinker be a keyword we want. Wine is the thing that we are interested in as well.
Yeah.
because they are not really all there. So we're gonna put drinker, wine. Okay. And then alcohol is there, so
there is something
alcohol misuse. At this point, we haven't looked at the different.
I think we have to include drinking also.
Yeah, but our program will search drink but not drinking. So then drinking needs to be included. So let's say drinking was not included and see what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And now we're gonna rerun the program, but first tidy up the directory.
Yeah, directory.
And then we run the program. Okay, so now the program is done, but then my software has a little problem. It doesn't naturally get update on the go. So then I'm gonna go back to the working directory. I'm going to find this concept list. Now I want to go down to search for the term.
Yes.
Find. I'm using Notepad++, by the way.
Yeah.
Find all in current documents.
Yeah.
Then it gives me a list like this. This is very useful because I can now navigate using this thing. Yeah. So there is a drinking there. So now I go to drinking here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Something's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I navigate. Every concept has a positive and negative.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the positive one is family history, alcohol abuse. Okay, it contains drinker, alcohol, but then if I want to, at the moment we are just looking at drinking.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say whether drinking is positive or negative. So sometimes you want to distinguish whether this is a drinker or not. Sometimes, so it could be a binary variable. The drinking, yes, no.
Yes, no. Yeah.
But drinking can be trivial, light, moderate, or heavy drinker, or very heavy drinker. So then there is a number of unit per day. 1 unit per day, 1 bottle or 2 bottles. I don't know what's the unit being used.
Yeah. Okay.
So these are the kind of things. Or he was an ex-drinker, and then so the coding can be quite detailed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So just now we were saying that if we just look for drinking, it is there, but what was it that's missing? So often you need to go back to the drinking and go back and forth between the two. So we didn't include drinking, yeah?
Yeah.
So now we check whether drinking was included in the first place. So let's look for drinking. Drinking was included, but it wasn't. But whether it was a specific higher risk or whether 1360 was included. Okay, so 1360 was ex-moderate drinker.
Yeah.
But then the coding says, oh, there's a capital C and small c, yeah?
Yeah.
So actually, big C and small c is different. So in fact, drinking was not included.
Yeah, drinking is not included. Yeah.
Drink was included, but drinking was not included. So then you want to say add drinking into the there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have drinker, yeah?
Yeah.
So now we got drinker, we will rerun the program.
I've seen that there was some codes which are saying spirit drinker or spirit drinking something. So
yeah.
The data will be added into the file, which is not really necessary for us.
Yeah. So for the moment, the software itself, I mean, it was on purpose that we did not include drinking.
Yeah. Because
sometimes the drink and drinking, in this case, they mean the same thing. But sometimes it's just part of the words. So we specifically exclude drinking from drink.
Yeah.
But now, in this case, we want to put it back. So sometimes you might miss some chords because we didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I rerun the program at drinking. Hopefully that it has drinking included. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna check drinking, whether drinking was there. So now look at drinking. Drinking. 136 more C is now included.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
now included, yeah.
So the software was designed to be such that drink is not part of, although it's the same thing, but it's not always there.
It's not exactly matching with the source
Yeah.
term. Yeah.
So it was not a weakness. It's just how this was designed. In certain
Yeah,
cases,
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
want to include them.
Yeah.
So, but one version of the system might be, I mean, this is work in progress. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could, for example, drink with a wildcard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure wildcard was implemented, but we have a number of features. This is just work in development.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I'm not sure why there are two positive and two negative here. It could be, because we're looking for the
Hashtag. Yeah.
hashtag. So actually, it's the same thing. So the negative one is the negative hashtag is actually means something else. Yeah. Negative hashtag is I have the keyword there, but I don't want it to be there. So normally you use the negative concept to exclude after looking at the positive ones. Okay.
Okay.
So, but I don't know whether there's a good example here. Sometimes you pick up a code that's not, that you don't want to be part of it,
Okay.
and then you copy the codes and then say that this is a negative concept.
Yeah.
So if you are looking at whether this individual smoke or not, then parental smoking is not relevant.
Yeah.
Maybe it's given education on parental smoking, but this is not about smoking.
Yeah.
So it contains the word smoking, but it's not related to smoking. So one of the things you can do is create a negative concept and say that actually I don't want this one,
Oh, okay.
or I don't want the one with the keywords parental.
Parental. Yeah.
So when you rerun the program,
Yeah.
it will eliminate those.
Eliminate the
Okay.
parental keyword.
Yeah,
in
but
smoking.
as you can see, this will be a very manual process, right?
Yeah.
This is very manual.
Yeah.
So now the question. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.